So I made a couple town Roblox videos on TikTok, and I got a comment asking how to make doors. And it's like, okay, I can help with that. I've made a couple doors, I made a couple bases, but it's a little complicated to make in a TikTok comment section or to explain it. So I decided I'll just make a quick video. I'll try to explain it as quickly and simply as possible in a way that like I would have preferred, that way I would have liked to make me understand it better with the tutorials and stuff I watched, where I looked and the people I asked. So first you need to make a door, then you need to make a button. So I have both of these real quick, very very simple stuff. So first you want to select your door. I'm gonna be making a sliding button door. There's other types of doors. You can make lever ones. You can make other activation ways. But I just did button because it's pretty simple. If you want me to make the other ones, I can very easily do that. So take your door, then do Shift G. That'll put it in one group. Next, take your button, do Shift C to copy it, then move it. I made mine neon, but you can make yours whatever you'd like. For the wiring, I do smooth plastic, and I do white to symbolize the first position, and black to symbolize the second position. So here's white. You're gonna go down to Texture Tool or the G key in the B tools, and then texture, not decal. You want to go to texture. Then you're going to add texture. Then for transparency for wiring will always be negative 500. Next, you have two repeat inputs. Your first repeat input for this, wiring will be 1. This will symbolize the first position in the sequence. The second one will be the amount of time it takes to go from input or from position 1 to position 2. Since this is the wiring for the button moving, we'll just do something short like 0.2 seconds. Next, you want to Shift C it again, then move it down a little bit. So this will be position 2. I'm going to make it black just so it's easy to tell, which goes where, which part is which. And then you're going to go back into the texture tool, and you're going to change that to repeat 2. Symbolize the second position. It's getting dark, so I'm going to bring down this light that I have. This is position 1, this is position 2. So if I were to select both of those, and then I were to select the button, and then press Shift G, it will group that into one area, and then I go into the chat, and I type WC. Now it'll say right here, wired connections, if everything goes well. And then if I click this button, you will see that it moves. Very simple. It moves from position 1 to position 2. Next, Shift U, because this is not what we want. We need to next make a messenger, or a sender, input, whatever, output. We need to make an output. So Shift C, one of these pieces. Then you can choose any color on the wheel. It can be any color, but it has to be a unique color from any other wiring that you want to do. So if you have multiple doors on multiple different wires, you need to have them all separate colors, or they'll like send messages to each other, and you don't want that. So for this first one, for the button output, you want to do 3. Repeat 3, same second repeat. That should be it. So you shift click all of it, and then do Shift G to put it all in one group, and then WC, wired one connection. It works just fine. So when you press E on this, it will send a signal to 1 right here, and it will tell 1 to move to 2. So it'll move this part to this part. So it'll move between these two positions, and it will also send a message to this output, to send a message to every other part with this color that is wired. So next, we're going to just do Shift U to ungroup that. I'll group it later. This will be position 1. So once again, add texture, transparency negative 500, repeat 1. And since this is a big door, we'll just do 3 seconds for the second repeat. Make it white again, just so it's easy to tell which is which. Then Shift C once again, and then just drag it up to where you want it to move. So I'm going to want it to move not all the way up. I want it to still be able to show the caution 1. Then do repeat 2, and then Shift C to do another one. I'll make this one black once again, just so it's easy to tell. Next, you're going to want to do the same thing. Select the paint tool with this third piece in the doors wiring. Hover over the purple and then press R, and it should copy the color since you want it to be the exact same color. Then you're going to want to go to the texture tool once again, then repeat 4. So you click the button, it sends a signal to these pieces, and it goes 1, 2, and then it moves. Then it goes 3 to this one right here, and then it sends it all the way to this piece right here, which is piece 4. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just do for the repeat for this one, since it's the receiver, and so like the receiver and sender will have 0.2, just to make it quick. Then you want to group them all. I'll hover over this door. I'll just do this, then Shift G to group it into one piece. Exclamation point WC. Then you click the button, and it moves, just like that. You can also go into, if you do Shift T, you can select individual pieces in a group, even if they're grouped, instead of a group, like clicking the whole thing. You can also go into Texture Tool and the Image ID, so you can find sound clips, and you can put them in here. I might have one. Yeah, I do have one on standby. All right. So then you do WC to refresh it, and then if I do that, just like that, very simple. Just so you can see all the pieces in the light without the background. Next, you want to Shift T, so you can select everything individually, and then select all of these, just drag click. And then you will go here and you'll go transparency 1, so they are all transparent. Then you will go to collision tool, collisions off, so you can, you're not getting stopped or you don't see the random wiring blocks. So these 2 wirings will go just like that, and then just like that, and that's how you do it.